early on trying to decide if you should knock it down or build new, and you were interviewed the architect, interviewed the builders, what was there anything that kept you up at night? Was there any, like, what went through your mind? If there was like one fear, what was it? During pre making any decision.
Okay. Well, I think it's still we're taking a big chance. You know, it's a lot of money getting involved, and we don't know anything about building. You know, and even though we went to your open house, we got some references, but it's still there's risk out there. You know, so there were period time at the beginning we said, oh my gosh, did we make the right decision? You know. How about the house is not going to come together? How about we waste all the money? Because you hear all the stories, you know.
Like what? Like what stories? Like what's some horror stories you heard?
Like for example, I have a friend. Her sister's building a house, and suddenly, I think they pour the concrete in, and there was cracks, you know. So they have to stop the work. Hire another contractor to pour the concrete, do that whole thing again, and then fill it again, and eventually they have to go into, you know, they went through court, all that kind of things, you know, throwing money down the drain, you know, that's just a really horrible, you know. And I think that house, my friend's sister started early in the house. But then, you know, when we're getting close to finish everything, they were still didn't finish the framing, you know. So you hear a story like that, or something, you know, people get started the work and run up, for whatever reason, you know, the builder could go bankrupt or whatever, and then the job just hanging there, never finished, you know. So we hear those kind of stories. Or another thing is just, you know, you have a fixed price and then kept raising the price and say you need to do this, you need to do that, and, you know, find all this sort of problems, and then the price just went up, you know, dramatically. You know, that's kind of a nightmare too for us.
How did you get a comfort level that Paramount wouldn't do that, or wouldn't go and have cracked foundations, or wouldn't have prices that kept going up, or wouldn't be able to complete the job on time?
Well, I think everything goes on schedule.
But how did you make that decision with Paramount?
At the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, because how did you determine the price was right, was fair, that Paramount could perform?
Well, for the price, of course, we check with some other builders, some, you know, and check with the friends. So we have a rough idea how much it's going to cost. So the price, you know, Paramount present to us, like a fitting our budget, we feel like we can do it. And in terms of you know, assurance of the work, we talk to the references, and all the references we talk to, they are really happy with the work, you know. So we just feel like, you know, we check with all the references. We check like four or five references, and every single one praise Paramount. So we feel like, you know, we just have to take a chance. Oh, and also we saw the open house in Falls Church and 33rd Street. We saw the quality of a house, and we said, hey, cannot go wrong. So we did take a chance, but I think you know, the risk is worth it, and it went up, you know, everything just worked out.
Were there things, last question, were there things that kept you up at night during construction?
No.